Starting construction before having 100% approved prints creates a breach of contract. If the specification clearly states that construction should not begin until 100% approved prints are available, initiating work with only 50% complete drawings constitutes a violation. The responsibility for cost overruns shifts to the parties that demanded the change in the natural sequence of tasks. Any changes in costs that arise from the incomplete design work are not the responsibility of the contractor who followed the original specification. The onus falls on the owners and general contractor to cover these costs since they failed to adhere to the specified procedures. Communicating this clearly to the owners and general contractor is essential, requesting that they assume responsibility for the additional costs incurred. Detailed documentation of the situation is crucial. This documentation should include communication records, emails, meeting minutes, and any other evidence demonstrating that the work was started with incomplete drawings. Proper documentation serves as a legal defense and supports the claim that the additional costs are a direct result of the premature start of construction. It is important to maintain meticulous records of all expenses incurred due to the changes. This includes labor costs, material costs, equipment rental, and any other direct expenses that can be attributed to the design changes. Presenting a clear and detailed breakdown of these costs will strengthen the claim for reimbursement. Seek legal counsel to review the contract and advise on the best course of action. An attorney specializing in construction law can provide guidance on how to protect your interests and ensure that you are not held responsible for the additional costs. The legal counsel can help draft a formal notice to the owners and general contractor, outlining the breach of contract and demanding that they assume responsibility for the cost overruns. Be prepared to negotiate with the owners and general contractor. It may be possible to reach a settlement that covers a portion of the additional costs. However, it is important to stand your ground and assert your rights under the contract. If negotiations fail, consider pursuing mediation or arbitration to resolve the dispute. These alternative dispute resolution methods can be less expensive and time-consuming than litigation. Be prepared to litigate the matter in court if necessary. While litigation should be a last resort, it may be the only way to recover the additional costs if the owners and general contractor refuse to cooperate. It is crucial to understand the legal implications of starting construction before 100% approved prints are available. This can lead to disputes over cost overruns and delays. By following the proper procedures and documenting the situation thoroughly, you can protect your interests and ensure that you are not held responsible for the consequences of the premature start. The initial specification is paramount. Ensure that the contract clearly outlines the requirement for 100% approved prints before construction can commence. This specification should be unambiguous and leave no room for interpretation. Before signing the contract, carefully review all the terms and conditions. If you have any questions or concerns, seek legal advice to ensure that you understand your rights and obligations. During the design phase, work closely with the architects and engineers to ensure that the drawings are completed accurately and in a timely manner. Any delays in the design process can push back the start of construction and create potential conflicts. Implement a formal document control system to track the status of all drawings and specifications. This system should include a log of all revisions and approvals, ensuring that everyone is working with the latest version of the documents. Before starting construction, obtain written confirmation from the owners and general contractor that the drawings are 100% approved. This confirmation should be signed by all parties and kept on file as evidence of compliance with the contract. Conduct regular site meetings to discuss the progress of the work and address any issues that may arise. Keep detailed minutes of these meetings, including any decisions made regarding changes to the design or schedule. If changes to the design are necessary, obtain written approval from the owners and general contractor before implementing the changes. This approval should specify the scope of the changes, the cost implications, and the impact on the schedule. Maintain a change order log to track all approved changes to the design or scope of work. This log should include the date of the change, the description of the change, the costs of the change, and the impact on the schedule. If the owners or general contractor request that you start construction before the drawings are 100% approved, immediately notify them in writing that this is a breach of contract. Clearly state that you will not be responsible for any cost overruns or delays that result from this premature start. If you are forced to start construction before the drawings are 100% approved, document all the additional costs and delays that are incurred as a result. This documentation should include labor costs, material costs, equipment rental, and any other direct expenses that can be attributed to the incomplete design work. Seek legal counsel as soon as possible to discuss your options and protect your interests. An attorney can advise you on the best course of action and help you negotiate with the owners and general contractor. Remember that clear communication, detailed documentation, and legal advice are essential to protect your interests when construction is started before 100% approved prints are available.